Sometimes we must live through the darkness in order to see the light. We must visualize.
Hey everyone, I thought I'd do something different, do my video outside this week. And this week I'm going to talk about the differences between Canada and Australia. And I guess one of the main differences, obviously, is it's the middle of November and it's a beautiful day outside. So obviously seasons are very different. They're completely opposite in Australia as they are to Canada. It's going into summer here while it's going into winter back home. Another thing I want to point out, if you've noticed my lip, I tripped on my way to work, second time in the last 2 weeks, and this time I bashed my face, so slowly healing from that, but thank you for everyone who sent me well wishes on that. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about differences between here and Canada as per request from a few people. Thankfully they use Celsius and kilometers here as they do in Canada, because I know when I went to the States I'd be really confused and didn't know what was what with temperature-wise in kilometers or miles. Another difference is instead of Rice Krispies, it's Rice Bubbles here. It's Sultana Bran instead of Raisin Bran. Cost of living here is extremely high compared to Canada, but I guess when you look at the wage, it turns out to be about the same, because I believe minimum wage here is about $16 an hour, and when I left Canada it was $8 an hour. Instead of deer here, they have a velociraptor deer, as I like to call them, or kangaroo. So, like where I'm from, you see deer everywhere, and here, when you're out in the country, you see kangaroo everywhere. In Australia, they don't tip, so when you pay for dinner, you just pay for your dinner. There's also no taxes is included in everything, so when it says something's $5, it's $5. It's not $5.05 or whatever. It's just $5. So that's been really nice, not having to calculate how much extra I have to pay. Instead of gas for your car, it's petrol. Instead of a trunk, it's a boot. Instead of a shopping mall or a mall, it's called the shops. For the hood of a car, it's called a bonnet. We call it a windshield in Canada, and here it's a windscreen. A shopping cart is a trolley. Scotch tape is sticky tape. An eraser is a rubber, and the first time I had someone ask me for a rubber, I was like, what do you need? Sorry. And then it was, oh, they need an eraser. Lollies instead of candy, which I will never be able to say lollies for candy. Chucky for chocolate. Bicky for cookies. Chook for chicken. Fortnight instead of in 2 weeks or every 2 weeks. I don't know what they even say in Canada, just every 2 weeks. Or instead of saying I have to go to the washroom or the bathroom, you say I have to go to the toilet, which that took me a while because I just find it kind of rude to say I need to go to the toilet. I was always used to saying I need to go to the washroom. A fanny pack is quite offensive here because the fanny is the front here, not the back, so they call it a bum bag. Yeah, Christmas here is so weird for me because it's in the middle of summer and it's the only time I really miss the snow is Christmas time. It's really weird having Christmas when it's like 30 to 40 degrees outside. They do drive on the other side of the road, as I mentioned the other day. When I first moved here, Australia didn't have the penny, but Canada still had the penny, but I believe now Canada got rid of the penny, so I guess that's not really a big difference anymore. Avo for avocado, Arvo for afternoon. They like to shorten everything here. If there's anything you would like to know to see if we call or do something different here in Australia, let me know in the comments and I will answer that. Also remember to like, subscribe, share, try to get this out there. I've had a lot of really good feedback from doing these videos, and I'm struggling now to do more because I'm running out of ideas. Now they're going to be more fun ones because the story of my life is done up till now. Yeah. So hit me up with ideas. Next week I'll probably do the video with Josh on how well do we know each other, which was requested, which will make a fun game out of that. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Sometimes we must live through the darkness in order to see the light. We must visualize.